In this video, I would like to lay out the reasons I don't think Starfire is going to be in Injustice 2, and I understand if you are hoping for Injustice 2 Starfire, that you probably aren't going to like this video, but I'd appreciate it if you would hear out my points, and maybe you might even get more excited about Injustice than you were previously. NetherRealm is pretty decent at listening to community reaction, although some people don't think that. The reason why they don't think that is because NetherRealm seems to be slow to react to community reaction. Some people don't really understand this, but DLC characters are decided pretty early on in the process. In fact, characters in general are decided pretty early on in the process, at least generally in the gaming industry. I don't know about specifically NetherRealm, but based on the way they react to community reaction, I would assume that they also decide DLC characters pretty early on. And the reason for this is so that the groundwork can be laid for things like, okay, you don't want too many grapplers in the game, or you don't want too many, people who use military things, or people who use magic. You want, like, a very few amount of those things. You want to keep those numbers pretty low, so your game isn't clogged up with 28 magic users and, one Batman character. Obviously, people will say that they've had too many Batman characters, and I'm probably going to make a whole new video on that, but this is why the characters are decided pretty early on. Obviously, there was huge community reaction about Starfire not being in Injustice 1. Everyone wanted her in Injustice 1, and unfortunately, they didn't put her in the game. The reason for that, again, is probably because they decided the DLC characters pretty early on. In Injustice 2, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Red Hood because of his reaction in Injustice 1 and how many people wanted him, but I don't think we're going to get Starfire. Some people say the reason for that is because in the context of the story, she's locked up in the Phantom Zone, so she can't possibly show up. This doesn't really work because DLC in the past has been non-canonical. For example, Batgirl was dead before she showed up in the story, and I believe there is another example of that, but I can't think of it on the top of my head. Oh yeah, Martian Manhunter. He was dead in the context of the story before he showed up in DLC. So we have confirmed DLC does not need to be canonical, so Starfire could easily be there. And the reason I think that is because I don't think there's really any more places to take the Injustice story. I don't know how the story of this game is going to play out because it hasn't been released yet. I think in the next game, we're going to see a much younger cast. A story that takes place in the future, or at least in the future in the context of this story. I think it will be current events then. I don't think it will be like presented as in this is in the future. I think the Titans will be a big part of the story in Injustice 3. I think on the main roster of Injustice 3, we'll have characters like Superboy. I think we'll have a lot of the young characters return from Injustice 2, like Blue Beetle, Firestorm. And I think, like I said, we'll have the Titans, Starfire and Beast Boy and all of these guys. Obviously, Beast Boy is technically dead in the story, but they can find ways around that. But the rest of the Titans, they just have to release from the Phantom Zone. And that'd be a really good way to incorporate them in the story. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, but it kind of makes sense, right? Every single game so far, with Injustice 1, we had Nightwing. With this game, we're going to have Damian Wayne. And if they release the Titans, it means next game we would have Tim Drake. So we would have a different Robin every single game so far. Or a different, obviously in the first game it was Nightwing. But, we had Dick Grayson, and now we're going to have Damian Wayne. And the next game we could have Tim Drake. It just all seems to line up with me. And also, I think that's when we'll get Superboy and all these characters that we've been missing out on. Everything just seems to line up, and it's certainly the way that I would write the story. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm totally off base here? I certainly don't think that Starfire will show up in the game. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys thought. Do you guys think that Starfire is gonna show up in the game? If for whatever reason I didn't manage to make it clear in this video, I definitely don't think Starfire is gonna be in Injustice 2. I certainly hope she is because there's a lot of people that really, really want her, but I don't think it's going to happen, I'm sorry. Anyway, my name has been Bilbsy. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. A like is appreciated. You guys have been crazy supportive recently, and I really appreciate it. We're back on the daily upload grind. I missed a couple videos last weekend because I was really, really busy. But again, I've just been super appreciating the support. It's crazy. I'm going to be so happy if we do manage to hit that 1,000 subscriber number before Injustice 2's release. I'm going to be uploading so much Injustice content when it comes out. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that game, in all honesty. Like, every single day I wake up and I'm like, damn it, still 24 days away. Whew. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.
Holy mackerel.